Gotham is doomed in the latest DC Elseworlds animated feature, but is the movie doomed or the audience? What's up, Nerdgenic Nation? Superhero nerd Aaron Waller here, and today I wanted to talk about the DC animated film Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham. Now, I talked a bit more about this in the trailer breakdown video, but in case you need a refresher, here you go. The Doom That Came to Gotham is based on a 3-issue comic run of the same name from the late 2000s to early 2001 that was written by Mignola and Richard Pace. The story takes place roughly during the 1920s and sees the Caped Crusader investigating and ultimately facing an ancient mythical evil that has taken Gotham by storm. The story is quite unique in that it is based largely in the Lovecraftian lore thanks to Hellboy creator Mike Mignola, and this animated feature does largely remain faithful to the comic, so if you're a fan of that 3-issue run, you're likely to enjoy this movie. The animation, like most DC animation, is pretty good. It's very vibrant when it needs to be and is a key highlight to the movie. In fact, a good bulk of the film is comprised of nearly identical panel recreations, which I am very happy to see that they didn't deviate too far from certain aspects that I particularly enjoyed, especially those revolving around Batman's Rogues Gallery, and they surprisingly kept all of the major plot points of the book without changing anything as they have in the past with other comics like Superman Red Son. The voice acting, however, was just sort of okay. There wasn't any particular standout for me. David Guintoli as Batman was very middle of the road. It served as a voice for the character, but didn't feel very commanding for a Batman or Bruce Wayne. Even veterans like Jason Marsden and John DiMaggio, who are both quite good at their craft, fell to the wayside and didn't have very iconic performances. And even the story, despite being so faithful to the comic, is just sort of okay. And the reason that I say that is that it's very rushed and a bit hard to keep up with the pace for what I think should have been a bit more of a slow burn. And I feel like that if it hadn't been to my prior reading of the comic, I almost feel as though the large majority of the film would have been lost on me. Though of course I understand in the world of adaptations and in particular animation, things need to be able to move at a pace where the viewer won't get bored. But even then, I felt myself getting distracted by little things here and there despite giving it my full attention. And it's by no means a bad movie. It's faithful to the source material, it has a lot of interesting story elements, it's a bit too fast paced and probably a bit too wild for the general audience, and for that reason the grade I'm going to give Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham is a 6 out of 10. But the question at the end of the day, however, is Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham worth watching? The answer for me is yes, but only for certain aspects. Like I said, if you've read the comic, want to see some interesting directions and adaptations of characters, want something that's just a little bit different, or even just love Lovecraft, Batman, or both, then yes, it's worth watching. But if you feel like you deviate even just a little bit from any of those that I mentioned, then I would say that the likelihood of you needing to see this movie is slim to none. Although I am always a proponent of trying something new, so I would say give it a try and let me know what you think from a different perspective other than my own. So those are my thoughts on Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham, and now I want to hear from you in the Nerdgenic community. Have you seen this adaptation? Do you feel like it's a bit too niche? Or is it a great adaptation that everyone should watch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos from me or the rest of the Nerdgenic team, and also be sure to give us a follow across all social media platforms at Nerdgenic. That way you don't miss out on any special news, announcements, or articles at nerdgenic.com. But in the meantime, if you want even more video content from us, check out our latest video right over here, or for more DC content, check out this playlist right over here. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, we really do appreciate it, and we hope to see you in the next video.